All right, we should be live. And let me say ready, set, go. And I'll just check and make sure we're showing as live on YouTube, which we should be. We are live. Excellent.
All right.
Awesome, awesome. So, what, it's scorchingly hot here. How's life on the West Coast?
LA is not too hot. I just came back from the northern part of California, and it was damn cold up there.
Oh yeah.
It's still
Hey,
shorts and
Heaven.
t-shirt weather in LA, but definitely not like burning hot at all, which I'm very thankful for, because usually LA summers are awful, awful, awful.
Yeah, well, it's only the 23rd of June. We got plenty of summer left for everybody to get their turn at being miserable. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm getting out of Dodge for most of the summer.
Where are you headed?
Family in Europe.
Oh,
My girlfriend's family's
yeah,
from
yeah, yeah.
Greece. My dad is in Portugal, so I'm going there. But first, I'm making a couple week pit stop in Texas with the other part of her family, and that I'm sure is going to be just lovely. Texas in July.
Yeah, it'll be something, that's for sure. I don't mind the summer. I like 66 degrees with a light breeze if I got to pick. Which
You get that in summer? That's like early
no,
spring for me.
no, that's like, like we'll get that more in like April, May, and stuff like that. But yeah, our summers have been starting later and later. And going later and later. Like our hot summertime for real has been starting more like, middle end of June. We had plenty of like 40-degree nights as recently as like the beginning of June. So
Yeah, I think August is where it's really gonna be. It's like it's depth.
yeah, we get it pretty bad into September usually. But so we're watching 4 matches like usual, but it was it was a week of makeup matches, and as a result, there was plenty of good Pokemon to watch and to choose from. 2 of the matches we're watching are actually makeup matches from previous weeks, but they got played this week. It still counts. We got a couple.
I was so excited to play my match for this week. It has not occurred yet. Power of a father-in-law.
Your
Bowman I will play today.
your makeup match with your boy was pretty fun to watch too.
Was it? Oh, it was not fun for me.
I enjoyed it. Well, no, it wasn't that great from your perspective. I enjoyed it though.
I'm glad it was a good watch.
Yeah, I'm happy that your boy is basically like, hey, Darkrai is just like very strong and a scary stat monster, and it can just punch holes through teams, and so that's how I'm gonna use it. Rather than like trying to get too tricky or anything like that, or overly
He's got the meow stick,
lean
like the threat
on
of
the.
gravity plus Dark Void turn 1 is so scary. You gotta respect it.
Well, I mean, I agree, right? But I like that the plan has generally been like, sure, you have to respect it, but that doesn't mean I have to do it. I could just beat you up with my strong attackers.
Totally.
Which is
I think it's
nice.
a smart way to play.
Yeah, I think it's the way
like
to play
direction.
Darkrai. And then just like have that in your pocket every once in a while as you need it. But yeah, totally.
I have a relatively usable like Perish Trap mode on my team, and I hope that it encourages people to run shed shells and Terra Ghost and stuff to avoid getting parish trapped, and then I can just run them over with other stuff. But first, I have to actually make my team seem scary before I make anybody fear anything.
There you go, everybody. Spend all your time worrying about Parish Song. If you play against Jace,
please, please. Don't prep for any of my attacking Pokemon, please. You guys, I don't know.
All right. So we got our first one this week is a makeup match. This is a week 1 match. It got played on Monday or Tuesday or whatever. This is Daddy versus Cass. Welcome Cass to the league. And one of 2 matches of Daddy's matches that we're going to watch today.
This almost feels like a color battle. You got the pink squad versus the yellow squad.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? In a similar way that like all of Keith's matches look like it was maybe an orange color challenge, as much as it was a mono fire team. But yeah, there's certainly a lot of orange and yellow on the squad, and as is kind of to be expected, a lot of pinks and purples on the all fairy team side.
So, Daddy has brought Iron Hands against 6 fairy types.
Against 6 fairy types.
No steel or poison types.
Well, as we'll see here in as we get it loaded up, the steel and poison types are there in the form of Terra Poison Moltres and Terra Steel Iron Hands.
And there only 2 of them.
Still only 2 of them, absolutely.
Does he have Moth or Treads? He must not, right?
What is the rest of... Yeah, I don't think so. What is the rest of Daddy's team? I know there's well, we can just take a quick peek. Here, I know there's a Jugulus.
There's a Jug.
On the team as well. So... But, so, yeah, we got the Rabombi lead for Cass that we've, kind of seen a couple times now, mostly in this week, since 2 of the 3 games were played this week. And both teams kind of got a little bit of a setup, something or other going on here, right? We've got the Farigiraf, we've got the Rabombi. The most offensive
3
pressure.
3 Tailwind Centers and 1 Trick Room Center.
Yeah, true, right? Tailwind, Trick Room. But, yeah, so we get some pivoting. We get the Feeny comes in, sets the Misty Terrain.
Makes sense.
And, yeah, we just double into the Trick Room Setter. And a pretty reasonable trade for Cass, at least it looks that way. Right, we've Rabombi can still set Trick Room or set Tailwind on turn 2. The Trick Room Setter, which seems to be the way Daddy's team is set up, right? We've got a Araquanid, we got Iron Hands, Abomasnow.
Even Abomasnow.
Yeah, the Farigiraf itself, right? So seems like a very good, very solid turn 1 for Cass. Kind of everything's coming up fairy type here at the end of turn 1 into turn 2. But yeah, it was a pretty big commitment, right?
You're saying like, all right, you're not tearing Farigiraf, and you're not going for Protect. Protect is pretty uncommon, I would say, on Farig.
Yeah.
But even if you tear it, then you can't do a Terra Poison or a Terra Steel, so pretty reasonable move, and clearly Rabombi was worth sacrificing. Yeah,
worth it to Cass. And so we do get the fake out, finishes off the Rabombi. So it ends up being more of like a 1-for-1 trade, with Daddy committing to the Terra Steel on the Iron Hands. And
sorry, go ahead.
Not a ton of clear answers to a Terra Steel Iron Hands if it was to come back out, right? We've got like some Heat Wave on the Pheasantipity, maybe Earthquake on Mega Mawile. I think it gets Earthquake. Maybe it doesn't, but
it gets like a Brick Breaker or something like that for sure.
Yeah, probably something like that. And yeah, I mean,
wow.
Another double up, takes a KO. Cass playing very, very aggressively.
Can we put it on a slower speed?
Oh, yeah, I meant to. Yeah.
Mm.
Normally
And then
I started at the one to get everybody on the field and then slow it down. I just forgot to slow it. But go ahead.
that Fez went before Rabambi, right?
I believe so. We can.
So that's a choice scarf, yeah.
Um,
Turn one.
on turn 1, there it is. Yes, U-turn. Yeah. So, yep. Before the Rabambi.
That's a
Yes.
scarf Fez. We can keep that in mind. Now, Daddy's mostly got his slow pieces out, so I'm not going to be super relevant, but
Yeah.
could come into play versus that Tapu Koko.
So, jumping back, just back a turn here. We got the fake out, flamethrower into protect. Kind of a nothing turn, but yeah. You get those in slower matchups sometimes. Switch in on that second flamethrower.
But Daddy's not throwing out the healing poison moves, so Cass has ways to avoid it.
Yeah, and the Terra Dragon looking pretty nice with what Daddy's got left here.
Oh yeah, risky into the Abomasnow and the Coco, but we're not seeing him on the field, so
Yep.
good positioning there.
Not there, and then we've got
walking into P-Jab with a scarf.
Yeah, kind of risky there, right? But yeah, I don't know how this Iron Hands at this point, and we've watched the battle. It is going to go well for Daddy, but yeah, at this point the Terra Steel Iron Hands, there just isn't much that's really threatening to it at this point, and it's gonna get to clean up here.
So it begs the question: how do you deal with that? As Cass, those heavy slams are going to kill everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's the sort of thing where you want to be making game 2 adjustments, right? You're maybe spores on your Shiinotic, maybe your Mawile or your Mimikyu has Swords Dance to kind of keep up with some potential scaling. But
looks like Cass is mostly just keeping secrets here.
Yeah, just trying to conserve for future games here.
Slide flinch maybe, but yeah.
So the thing you deal with that by not drafting Mono Fairy. Cruel, Heaven. Truly cruel. So what I do want to point out, the reason I liked watching this match is it was kind of simultaneously very like the sort of grindy get ahead by inches Pokemon that I like to watch, and also it was kind of a steamrolling blowout, which is also fun.
Yeah, I think Cass spent a lot of resources trying to get rid of that Araquanid, trying to break down that Moltres and that Farigiraf, but there was never a plan to begin with the Iron Hands. I think Iron Hands kind of soloed off rip.
Yeah, and Daddy does go on to win this one in 2. A little bit of luck in Daddy's favor. Some flinches and some misses, I think, from Cass. But
you hate to get unlucky with like a challenge draft.
Yeah. The Terra Steel with this Drain Punch and Heavy, Drain Punch to just keep itself alive. Heavy Slam with Terra Steel Stab.
Is powerful energy, though. Every Pokemon on this team resists or is immune to Drain Punch besides the Mawile. I don't know if Cass has like a Deancey or something else like that. I don't think they do.
So it mostly got pointed at the Tapu Fini after it was already Terra'd, right? So just as a means of keeping the Iron Hands healthy.
I think it's there to cover something like a Steel type. But I guess that's the thing, right? Is all you need is Heavy Slam to hit everything.
Yeah, so Heavy Slam and then some stuff to, some utility moves, some stuff to cover the likely Terra types, and take advantage of your own stabs. But yeah, kind of a rough one, but a fun one to watch. Like I said, grindy and grimy, but also kind of a blowout. So sort of fun.
Shout out Cass
combine
for taking it to turn 9.
Exactly right. That's what I'm saying. I'm always saying this. Grindy long games are good, except I don't actually like playing singles.
If you think singles games are grindy,
No, well,
you just gotta get good. I've
well,
played some 100-turn battles in singles that have been
no,
just
no arguments there.
puzzle all the time.
You know me. I'm always a proponent. As someone who's not very good, I am still a proponent of just get good. So
The best streamer we got.
I can
So shout out that one.
certainly take care. Take that to heart. Alrighty. Up next, we've got Red Jolteon versus Electric. This is game 3 of the set. We've had some total, Electric wins game 1. And then Red Jolteon wins game 2. Totally outplays him in the second game. And then we have game 3 coming up here. Electric has talked a lot about, my team with 100 and whatever and 120 whatever base speed is actually pretty slow, and this and this and that. They've done a really good job though this season of managing their speed and playing to their advantage a lot of the time, as is evidenced by their 3-0 record.
Their 3-0 record.
So,
this is a scary matchup for Electric. They have Dozo into Unaware Clodsire and Prankster Haze Murkrow.
And Prankster Haze.
But at the same time, you look at the team. Where's the Fairy type? Where's the Dragon type? And your Steel type Golden Goat is positioned well, but you have Dragapult and Fire Move Dunganadel and Zygarde to face down. I don't know. Electric's team kind of feels like it is outcompeting RJ's in terms of just raw power.
Yeah, well, I mean, when every Pokemon you draft has a base stat total of 1,000, then that's going to happen, right?
Yeah. I do think it's weird that we let Electric draft Eternamax Eternatus, but we have fun in the VBL.
I could be convinced to do something that wild.
That wild? I think we should go even wilder next season, but that's a story for another time. Let's get into the match.
Well, maybe we'll discuss some wildness, but yeah, totally. We got Poppin and Dom are both here as well. Welcome, fellas. Yeah, we got the Claude showing up.
Dom of folklore fame.
Of folklore fame, absolutely.
Oh,
in the chat right now.
Exciting.
Future, past and future co-host of the Weekly Heat as well.
Incredible.
So, all right. So we got we've got the Naganadel that's been leading a lot of Electric's matches, and then we've got the Hoopa Unbound, and then an immediate Mega from the Swampert on RJ's side.
Yeah, can we see the Terras from Electric as well?
You and I can. It's not on the screen, but Electric's Terras are Steel Dondozo, Water Tatsugiri, Fire Naganadel, Water Dragapult, Normal Zygarde, and Grass Ampharos.
Which can't actually Terra.
Yeah, good point. And then RJ's, we've got Fairy on Chi-Yu, Ghost on Goldango, Ice Terra on Hoopa, Terra Dark Murkrow, Terra Water Swampert, and Terra Ground Clodsire.
So RJ has brought 3 offensive Terras. Terra Ghost on Golden Go, which is actually surprising to run that over Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam, is what I would expect to see. And then Terra Dark on Murkrow and Terra Ground on Clodsire. RJ, did you forget the Terras? What? Why does Murkrow need Terra Dark? What is this doing for him? Clodsire, though, I'm looking at Electric's team and looking for a resist to Earthquake.
Not die to a Mega Ampharos Thunderbolt, maybe? Lose that flying type? I don't know. But you still want to be protected from Prankster? There's no Pranksters on this? I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. I don't know. The Chi-Yu is the fairy type though, so expecting a Terra Blast there. When I see this lead of the Naganadel and the Zygarde, I do wonder if the Zygarde's just gonna Terra Steel and then Naganadel's gonna hit a Sludge Wave. It doesn't seem like the play, although Zygarde is resisting the Sludge Wave if Electric wants to go for that to just get big damage off. Hoopa notably has a big special defense stat, so Naganadel not in a great spot. That Swampert and the Hoopa also having the potential Ice Punch. Electric has the speed advantage, but I think RJ is the one putting out all the offensive pressure. We'll just see if Electric's Pokemon together can take fast KOs before they get one shot.
Yeah, and in previous matches, right, because this is game 3 of the set, the Naganadel we do know has Tailwind. I don't remember all the other specifics of it, but we do know that there is a Tailwind on that Naganadel, and Zygarde is Terra Normal for extreme speed.
Right.
So
probably just gonna rip that then.
Definitely some fast attackers. Yep, and precisely that. 60% to a Hoopa.
There you go.
Down to Sash.
Oh, that's a Scarf?
And crit there.
Yeah,
big critical hit. The Gonadel goes down with its 1 HP.
What the hell?
Oh.
Girls running Surf on Swampert?
Yeah, it's a crazy set. We gotta.
It's water absorb Claude is not even unaware. Ridiculous.
So we get the Dragon Darts comes in, cleans them both up.
That was clean though, my god.
And now Red Jolteon in a 3v2 situation.
It's on Golden Go. Terragos is good.
Yeah. Get to ignore the extreme speed.
Here.
We do have the Dazzling Gleam. Doing
nothing.
Nothing. And yeah, 1,000 arrows. Knocking down that Murkrow. And yeah, extreme speed, finish it off. With
Zygarde just looking ridiculous.
The double protect as well from the
Now I don't know if that Dazzling Gleam would have killed. Oh.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, now it's single target 1,000 arrows, and we've still got one more coming in.
Tatsugiri is the last mon in the back. Doesn't die.
Doesn't die to the Dazzling Gleam. Comes in and gets the kill.
Double protect there. That would have killed, but then the 1,000 arrows. Let's see. How much did Gold have?
It was
40?
at 76%. Oh, I went back too far. So we got a dead Murkrow.
Hold on. Okay. Let's turn this out. So this is the Dragapult double protect turn. This Dazzling Gleam would have killed, which means the following turn it would have been Tats out.
Yeah, it would still be a 2v1, right? Because the extreme speed still kills the Murkrow. So we're still in a 2v1. Right? And so the 1,000 arrows. So we would have a Tatsugiri on this turn that would have been at what, 20? What did it take from the? So it's at like 15% or whatever. Essentially, we're at the same spot one turn earlier, but the Golden Go has 70% health or whatever, and so then it has to be the double up that kills it instead.
The question is, does the double up kill it? Yeah, for sure. Since Tats lives one, yeah. The pulse plus the 1,000 arrows is enough.
Yep, 1,000 arrows doing. Yeah, because the pulse went off before anyway, so that 1,000 arrows would have happened after the Dragon Pulse. Zygarde gets the kill rather than Tatsugiri, but
I have a bunch to pick with Red Jolteon. He says in the chat, right. New guard would be a problem. Garde. The Pokemon Zygarde is not G-E-R. That's Gardevoir. Ziggy. Z-Y-G-G-Y.
Oh, this is the problem. Yeah, I thought your bone to pick was in Terra type choices and Surf Swampert.
No. Surf Swampert is genius. Flexing Surf Swampert. This is an interesting game.
Ooh, hang on. You're hold on. I think you're Jace, I think your microphone is loose or something like that. You got robot voice and cutting in and out a lot all of a sudden.
Hey now, hello. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah,
Still
yeah, it
bad.
was
Still
good.
bad.
Yeah, it's not great, but better than it was a second ago. Man, I'm just glad the microphone problems aren't me this time.
Oh man, I apologize. Hey, blame it on me. I can take it. Is it still bad?
It's legible now at least. So
Okay,
so
you
to
know what?
speak.
We'll stick with it. We got a couple games to go.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of tailwind here, but this felt like, I don't know, a very kind of brawl. Ultimately,
Oh no, you're cutting out again. You want to switch to your other, pop the other microphone that you were using before we started? Oh, Dom thinks it's the internet. Interesting. Can't hear you at all now. If you're saying anything. Uh-oh.
hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you again.
Fantastic. All right, my Wi-Fi cracked out, but I'm back.
All right, you're still a little choppy.
Am I?
But, no, sounds okay now. Wait.
All right.
No,
We're
you
making it
sound
work.
great. Beautiful. Lovely. All right. The stream will catch
Excellent.
up. You're getting diagnosed with bad internet, but
Yep.
by professional
moved into a new
streamer
place
Dom O Folklore.
Indeed. Dom Toretto, did you almost say?
No, I said Dom O Folklore. Well, I almost said Dom Tartaglia.
All right.
His actual name.
I know.
But
I think Dom Toretto needs to be mentioned on the VBL Weekly Heat podcast. All right,
More
shall we move on
often?
to the next game?
yes, we shall. All right. Up next, we've got
The return of
another
the father.
daddy makeup match. Different set from daddy. We've got the Iron Jugulus over the Obama Snow. But otherwise,
All right, I have not seen this
the other
game
five.
yet, but I know that Mudsdale has careened up the kills leaderboard, so I wonder if that's going to convert to a win here.
That would be in Poppin's week 3 match. This is a week 2 makeup match.
Interesting.
So this is not a
We've got some kind of
quick
similarities.
2-0. Yeah, well, Poppin's bringing
We've got
basically the
two
same
Pokemon.
team every week so far, and Daddy brought
The Azumarill and the Araquanid are both Pokemon with huge power on their water moves and slow. Jolteon and Coco are both base 130 speed electric types, special attackers.
You're saying this
and
is a mirror match.
Charizard and Moltres are very clearly the same Pokemon. Fire-flying Kanto Pokemon that flaps their wings. And I believe they both end up around 600 BST after the Mega Evolution.
Iron Jugulus gets
and
Earth
then
power,
Jirachi and
which is
Briggs.
this. So I'm gonna say Iron Jugulus is the same as Mudsdale.
I agree. And then Nihilego and Iron Hands are the same because
This one feels
I
like
want
a
to take both out
stretch.
to dinner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay.
Great.
Excellent. So this is a mirror match, unintentionally. We had some rough RNG in game 1 for Poppin. But then again, drafted Jirachi and Galarian Moltres, so sometimes it gets pointed back at him. And then
And when you click follow me, you're asking to get crit and take secondary effects.
fair. All right, let's get these leads out here. All right, let's switch to slow here. So we get the fast and slow, and then the I want Trick Room from Daddy. We've got Terra Ghost, Terra Fire, Terra Grass on Jirachi, Charizard, and Aligo. Then Terra Dragon, Terra Ghost, and Terra Fairy on the Azumarill, Jolteon, and Mudsdale. Coco, Terra Electric, Terra Ground, Iron Jugulus. See, identical to Mudsdale. They're the same Pokemon.
Exactly.
Terra Steel again from Iron Hands. We've got Terra Fire Moltres, Terra Water Araquanid, and Terra Water Farigiraf as well. And yes, this is game 3 of the set. And Poppin says, "Oh Lord, it's game 3." This
okay,
one. So you have not watched this one yet, you said, right?
I have not watched this set. Looks like Daddy's basically saying the thing that has worked for me in this set is Trick Room, and what that really means is Iron Hands plus Araquanid, because Farigiraf ain't doing much into a team. But Poppin has the Mudsdale, so it's going to come down to, can Poppin use the Mudsdale to carve a hole before the Araquanid kills the Mudsdale? Or does Poppin have something else that can take out of the Araquanid that can live the assault? Because most of his Pokemon are faster.
Well, let's see how we start. So we got an immediate switch out.
Risky. Oh, the double crit.
Oh, yeah. It's
no
it's
Trick Room,
rough.
no Fake Out.
Just over 50% there. We get some
that is
switches.
Not what you expect.
And a miss.
Oh my God. Poppin, what's going on? You gotta train your Pokemon better.
Offensive Farigiraf gets a KO here in the form of an Azumarill. We get the Jolteon back out. +2 defense. Multiple stamina hits here. So we get infinite defense now with a self-pin missile.
We love the heat. This is the weekly heat we're talking about.
Oh, this isn't even the heat. This is good and impressive, and I liked it. And then it gets even wilder.
And Hyper Rose only did 16. Is it about to be rest? Is it AV?
No, it's the heat is not even coming from Poppin's side, if you can believe it.
Oh my God.
Vroom vroom.
Poppin, you got to get rid of this Farigiraf. Nothing else can break the hands. Or the Mudsdale. He switches out the +4 Mudsdale. Good grief. What's going on? Poppin's on another planet with the strategy. Okay, covert cloak or clear amulet on the Farig.
Yes, on the Farigiraf something. So we're down to 2v3 here. We get the Moltres comes in here. And takes a third. High horsepower into a Protect. We get a Terrifier. And we burn up.
Did he just say GG?
Forever. Terrifier burn up. Scary stuff.
Powerful. Oh yeah. No, it's Jeever.
Yeah, and then it just gets cleaned up here. With a
Farigiraf kind of cooked it all. My God.
Yeah, offensive. Used 2 moves: Hyper Voice and Protect. Offensive Farigiraf. Burn up, Life Orb, Terrifier, Moltres for infinite stab burn ups forever. An Araquanid that just died to a Stone Edge. So the Terrifier burn up also got used in. I think it got used in game 1 as well, but maybe not. But yeah, Terrifier Moltres, a sweet set, and side pin missile stamina into the Terra Fairy Mudsdale. But yeah, when it turns out that Farigiraf is your main offensive threat, plus a billion defense, not as impactful.
Nope. Turns out the Farigiraf actually had a great matchup outside of that Jirachi, but you bring the powerful Moltres set and you make it work.
Yep, Moltres to keep the Jirachi in check. Absolutely. All right, one more.
Last game?
And
woohoo!
It had to be this one.
Beartic.
Yeah, the answer to Weretic is here. But, ooh, man. It's not necessarily a great showing for the polar bear.
No way. Look at the matchup. Joey
well,
Van Diepen has a Gliscor.
This is
and
Vanilla
he's facing down a
Ice.
Blastoise and 2 ice types. Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
There's no way you win this one. I believe in Beartic.
So
let's see the domination.
So you have not watched this?
I have not.
You haven't watched this one either? Okay, so this is game 1 of the set.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Starting with a start I
That's
love
my
to
guy.
see, and zoop, straight out.
Yep.
Terra Water. Oh,
Uh-oh.
we can slow this down a little bit.
Obama still got it, though. He dodged the rock slide. Easy. Oh my.
Well-known. The well-known support Mega Blaziken set to get a coaching off onto the Gliscor.
And then the Earth Power crit and rock slide dodge. If you're Vanilla Ice right now, you're mauling out of your brain. Ooh. That water pulse actually did less than I thought it would.
Yeah. Bulky mons on both
trading
sides
blows.
for sure. Just some trades back and forth.
Strong read from LS there.
No. Yeah, that ice cream truck popping drove by my house. You did hear an ice cream truck. The Beartic comes back in.
The kids fed.
Couple of turns of snow left.
Is
4
this
hits on
gonna
an
do it?
icicle spear. Yeah, totally.
Oh my! He's gotta have the dice.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no
I
way
would
you
think
can
so as well.
dice.
I would think so as well.
Okay, we're doing okay. Oh, water pulse is the best you can do.
Yeah.
Gets the confusion though.
Gets the
That's
confusion,
big.
which is nice.
If you have
Fluttermane
Enam
comes
or
in.
Raichu in the back, maybe.
Slower than the bear. Taken out.
Oh, in snow. Let's go. Max
Yeah.
speed bear. No
So
booster.
we're now.
Maybe on
This is now a 3v1. LS has 2 Pokemon above 50% and an unrevealed 4th Mon versus
Easy
the
money.
confused +1/+1
Gliscor.
Terra Water Gliscor with Poison Heal. Hits itself with
Beartic's got
confusion.
this.
Double up. Oh no, it had to. Yeah. We were still in the turn with the.
That was the end of the last
Fluttermane.
turn,
Yeah.
Okay. Protects for the Toxicorp. Double Edge? What the hell? Is this Terra Normal?
It is. What is it actually? Is it Terra Normal? It is Terra Fire.
What on earth is double? Oh, LS is just saying, I'm bringing this Mon. I don't give a shit. You can't stop me. I'm running double edge so I can hit the thing that resists ice.
Earthquake doesn't get the kill on the Mega Blastoise. Beartic going down. Took 2 KOs though. Well done to Blastoise.
So it's got nothing to click. Oh, come on. Easy for LS. Terra Grass. Terra Blast. Oh. Well, that wasn't a Terra Blast.
That wasn't a Terra Blast. And it is at +1 defense as well.
But it isn't.
Mighty Cleave.
I mean, this score surely isn't doing any damage. Earthquake. 37. Wait a second.
+1, and
He
it's
can
single
protect
target now.
He doesn't protect. He
Doesn't get the kill.
because of Mighty Cleave.
Earthquake. Vanilla
Earthquake did
Ice
33.
with the
That was ridiculous.
with the 1v3. I love that you hadn't watched
How
this
does
already.
Gliscor beat 2 ice types? Amazing performance from Gliscor. You know what? In this format, who needs their top tier? If you spend 24 points on a Pokemon, throw it in the trash. That's what I would say.
No, you just yeah.
That's
you,
me
you've got
specifically
your
why I would feel that way.
Fluttermane shows up, gets KO'd, never does anything. Mega Blaziken there as a fast support mon for your real threat Gliscor. Yeah, Walking Wake, don't even bring it. Who
Vanilla Ice
needs
has a
it?
Torkoal, right?
Yeah. Didn't even come. I said, I concede the
Unbelievable.
weather. You can have the snow. Don't even need it. Don't want it. Don't need it. Oh, we got Vanilla Ice in the chat too. Hey, hey, welcome.
Good stuff. All right, is that our weekly heat
That
for the
is
week?
our heat of the week. We got some honorable
Right.
mentions made it onto the thumbnail. We've got that Basque Legion that ranched through your team, your boys Basque Legion there.
Indeed. I have a brute bonnet. I do. Didn't come to the game, and the Basque
Gliscor
Legion
with
came to the game.
place of prominence, obviously. We got Poppins Mudsdale from the match versus who did he play this week? Versus Cass. Mudsdale gets 6 of 8 KOs across 2 games, and is just proof of Poppin's theory that Moltres is an all timer draft mon. We got Heaven's Klefki in there. Heaven's Buzzwole also could have made the call, but I love me a good support mon. Although actually, Klefki took 3 KOs in game 1, so that's one to watch.
Whoa.
I know. And then some funky Parish song timing based on Tailwind ending and stuff like that. It's kind of a fun, weird end game where all the Pokemon are dead at the end of it. And then we've got
A classic. Nothing left on the field.
Daddy's Moltres for the Poppin versus Daddy match, and Daddy's Iron Hands for the Cass versus Daddy match. Plenty of other good matches though. The Camo Pancake makeup game had an Aegislash at +2 after a Swords Dance. Terra ghosting into to dodge a Sacred Sword. Pretty excellent stuff there. Sukaba's Crobat absolutely carrying the team this season so far.
Crobat carrying the team over Mega Metagross and Pheromosa.
Yeah, just
and there's a Luna Blood Moon.
I know, right? Just making the rest of the team look so good, but I know who the real heroes are. It's the cheap fast supports. I know where the battle is being won. It's being won on turn 2 Super Fang, and then set a Tailwind and die or something like that. Some
Shout
other
out to all our Mount Moon survivors.
Absolutely. The Midbus Goose match, Terranormal Regieleki Explosion. Jordan versus Daddy's match was a pretty fun one as well. Zerora got to do some fun stuff in game 1.
Week.
Oh yeah, tons of good matches. I mean, when 16 matches when all the matches get played, and then there's some makeup matches as well. There's a lot of good stuff to watch.
Leftovers. Yeah.
I got 6 pages of notes or something like that. Ooh, spoke over you there. What'd you say?
Something to attend to, folks. I've been disconnected from Pokemon down.
Oh no, you're cutting in and out again.
I've got something else to attend to.
Yep.
Hello,
Me as well. But you got any final thoughts for the
VBL folks? Will hear from you soon.
VBL folks will hear from you soon. We got that. Rock and roll. Awesome. We love you very much. Peace and enjoy your lives. We'll see you in the